What's up, YouTube? My name is your boy Ghosties, and I'm back with another banger of a video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting adventure I had over this past summer. Now, every summer, this city boy travels up north to visit his grandparents, who have a very nice cabin up in the mountains. So for 1 week every summer, they take me and all their other grandkids up to their cabin for a fun visit. And holy shit, there is a lot to do up there. We fish, play with fireworks, safely of course, and we build forts in the woods. What's crazy to think about is the teepee we built last year, as well as the trail and the benches we made, actually survived year-round. So because we didn't need to work on our forts, this year we decided to mostly ride four-wheelers and fish. So that's what my older cousin Keegan and I did. Occasionally, we would torment my brother and our younger cousin, but that was about it. We did spend a day at a nearby amusement park, and that was a ton of fun. Keegan and I rode all the roller coasters, including the new huge metal one that went upside down, which before last summer I shat myself just thinking about riding. So this year I grew a pair and prepared myself for death. While waiting in the line for the ride, though, we met a very nice family who had somehow managed to drag their mom onto the ride. This family was hilarious because as the ride started and we started climbing the steep slope, the mother yelled, "Jesus, Mary, and Joseph." She also apologized in advance for swearing. And as we began flying down the slope, we heard, "Fudge, fudge, fudge, fudge," which slowly turned into, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck," as we began going upside down. And holy shit, it was scary. Like, it wasn't a shoulder strap, it was a lap strap. And let's just say, the underwear I was wearing that day are no longer with us. R.I.P. But anyways, that's pretty much the entire cabin trip summed up, except for one thing. My cousin gets bored of things very easily, and he had this dirt bike that he was going to trade for a better one. Basically, the dirt bike he had was expensive, but it had a small issue that he was too lazy to fix. So, he found a guy who was willing to trade his cheaper but working bike for the one that needed to be fixed. The only problem was, we had to load this huge, heavy-ass dirt bike onto the back of my cousin's small pickup truck. Let's just say, the bike was too big, and we couldn't even close the tailgate. So, throughout the entire journey, we were under constant fear of imminent doom. Oh, and did I mention, we didn't even know who the dude we were trading really was. Of course, I didn't think this was the best idea, but I was like, fuck it. If something crazy happens and I live, that'd be a pretty crazy video. And if I die, well... So, I tagged along. Unluckily, we had to drive over an hour and a half away. Luckily, we were meeting in a giant parking lot. Yes, the grocery store giant, not a Giant's parking lot. So, it was a public place. And I would actually have internet, so I could do my Duolingo on the drive there, since, I'm taking Spanish 3 this year, and I suck at Spanish. Anyways, the first part of the drive was a vibe. Not even gonna lie. But it was pretty scary too, because the dirt bike was tied down in the back, and the pickup truck could barely make it up and down the mountains. But it was good. We were just blasting music and having bro-to-bro talks. We only stopped once at a gas station to take turns blowing up the bathroom. Once we got on the last highway, we stopped at the side of the road because apparently it looks better if you prop up the dirt bike and not let it fall over. It was a little scary propping up a dirt bike on the side of a super busy highway. The scariest part was we had pulled over right next to one of those graves that mark where accidents had occurred. That was a little creepy. Annoyingly enough, that son of a bitch dirt bike just fell right over as soon as we pulled into the giant parking lot. Amazingly though, the other person we were trading, he wasn't even there yet. And the reason he wasn't there was kinda crazy. He got caught in traffic because a fucking black bear ran out onto the highway on some GTA shit. This was very unlucky for Keegan though, because apparently he had to shit really bad, and we didn't have time to run into the grocery store to use the bathroom, so he took an old Dunkin' Donuts cup he found in his truck, crouched down, and began to squeeze. That man actually had to go so bad, he shat in a cup in his own truck with a bunch of people driving past. It wasn't a small shit either. It was a big one, and I'm kind of curious what the people driving by were thinking when they just saw a man squatting down in the passenger seat, holding a cup underneath himself, bare ass. But hopefully he's not on the registered sex offender list. But anyways, everybody at the parking lot probably had a little bit too much to drink anyway, so they didn't even notice, I don't think. They were honking at each other and cutting through the parking spots. It was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, I was starting to begin to think that I was going to die again. Eventually, the guy got there, and he turned out to be a young kid. He was so young, in fact, that he pulled up in a minivan that his mom was driving. His mom even brought his two younger siblings with them. She looked very pleased to be there. The trade began, and Keegan and the kids started nerding out. I don't really understand anything they were talking about, but it turns out the kid just likes to fix dirt bikes and then trade them for better ones that needed to be fixed. So, he got a really good deal, and my cousin was very happy. They did what they needed to do, and we began heading home with a brand new dirt bike and also a very large log inside of a Dunkin' Donuts cup. My cousin was very pleased, and I was pleased that I was able to convince him to stop for ice cream afterwards. But anyways, my life is pretty boring, and to me, my cousin dropping a log in a cup is pretty hilarious. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. See ya!